Welcome, my friends. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Dieter Manschura. I'm the owner and manager of the Artelino company. We sell Japanese prints in weekly online auctions, and we produce these videos always related to Japanese prints, but also other modern contemporary prints. And today I want to talk about just about this design by Osamu Sugiyama. By the way, it's already sold. We sold it in an auction 2 or 3 weeks ago. But this has a very interesting story in the background, and therefore I want to talk it. The story is unfortunately not very happy. It's a very sad story. But first I want to begin with the good news. This design by Osamu Sugiyama was selected for the next College Women Association of Japan print show in Tokyo. Well, you may never have heard about this print show, but it's the most important annual print show in Japan, and for Osamu Sugiyama it's an honor to be shown there. He's even a regular contributor to these annual shows. But now about Mount Hakkoda. That's also the title, by the way, of this print. Mount Hakkoda is not a single mountain, but it's a set of mountains. But nevertheless, it's just called Mount Hakkoda, a set of mountains, and it's a complex of volcanic mountains. The highest peak is just a little bit more than 1,500 meters, so not very high. I mean, compared to my alpine mountains, this is like nothing. And today, this is an attraction, especially in the winter, for downhill and for backcountry skiers. And there are also several hot springs here in the area. So today, it's very popular among tourists. But it's also dangerous. It's dangerous for the volcanic gases, and it's dangerous for harsh winter conditions with heavy snowfall and deep temperatures. And this is now what I want to tell. In 1902, there occurred the so-called Hakkoda Mountains incident. Incident sounds harmless. It was actually a disastrous, a terrible accident, and with the highest number of casualties in the modern history of mountain climbing. The so-called Hakkoda incident began on January 23 of 1902. There were 200 men from the Imperial Japanese Army that went out into these Hakkoda mountains on a training march during winter time. The goal was to reach the summit, and from there they wanted to descend to a hot spring with the name of Tashiro. The unit of these 200 men, they did reach the summit in late afternoon. And there on the summit, they were caught by a blizzard. I have to mention and have to add that most of these men were unexperienced in mountain winter climbing. And then, while trying the descent under these extreme conditions, the tragedy evolved. The result was that out of these 210 man unit, only 11 out of 210 men survived. And out of these 11 that survived, 8 had such severe frostbites that amputations were required. They actually had to stay outside for 2-3 days until they were finally found. And the last dead bodies, they were found in springtime. There's another danger in these mountains that look so harmless, and that's the danger of avalanches. There was another accident in 2007. A group of winter hikers was struck by an avalanche with the result of 2 dead and 12 injured. Well, you see, even mountains that are not that high during winter, they can be very, very dangerous. Was not a very happy video today. Nevertheless, I hope it was interesting. I like to look behind the simple image of a Japanese print. Very often there's a story behind Japanese prints. Okay, thanks for your patience, thanks for watching, and have a good week, have a good time.